I didn't have money to go buy a drum kit, or I was almost too embarrassed to go, hey, you're a drummer, you want to play drums with me? Because I didn't want them to go, well, I don't want to waste my time. So I was just like, well, I'm going to learn drums with my feet. I just kind of grabbed whatever was there in the room. And then you tried playing it, and then, like, it works. Like, I set up, like, that bra box because I was just like, fucking around. And then I think I had, like, a mallet, like a foot pedal on a Brian. No, I had like a pan or something. No, it was like the water bottle jug.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the night that you, right around that time, I was like, oh, listen what I've been doing. You know, kind of like,
Yeah.
And you're just like, huh? And I had like an old Wurlitzer, and he just started like noodling on the Wurlitzer, and we sat there for 4 hours.
We never really considered using a conventional drum kit. I don't think it ever even crossed our minds. I think the last time you saw us, we were using a kick drum, like a real kick drum, and now for this last time we moved back towards well, this is a suitcase, but it's nice because you can put things in it and then shit, right? You've seen suitcases before. You open them up. And
they're made for what they're made for.
Right. Kick drums, not so much. There's a lot of screwing and unscrewing and then kind of tamper with
it. It is kind of ridiculous.
What, using a suitcase as a kick drum?
No, like a real kick drum.
Oh.
Like that thing is made to do that? We have a 1940s suitcase. It sounds bigger and better.
These are license plates, care of our friend James Easterling, Easterling Motors. This keeps us outfitted in Texas plates. This is a contraption that Troy just welded. There's a bowl under there for something, a tambourine there for something, suitcase for, like we said, keeping things in. You can put things in a suitcase. You can also use it as a kick drum. It's a gas can. It's a little hobbled right now. Wire wheel rim.
Bra. And what are you using as sticks there?
We don't know. He found these on the floor of an art studio. They're still with us. They're still hanging in there. We used to use wood and stuff, but it was a hazard, safety hazard.
Yeah, so what is it that you like about this set as opposed to a drum set? Like, why do you prefer it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I always like the mix of having like techno drums and like space age sound. The mix of like technology with junk.
Right.
To me is like
the juxtaposition was interesting. I mean, you know, he comes from a fine art background, and we both. You know, I studied like French New Wave film, and this is an art project too for us at the same time, and that, you know, the awareness of that juxtaposition, I think, is one of the first things that really turned us onto this. When we heard the drum machine next to the banjo, I mean, it was by far weren't the first to do that, but it was just like light bulb went off, and we're like, oh man, that's nice. And
yeah, and if you can combine all those. So you have all these old, you know, style elements of what music was, mixed with dance beats and kind of what based hip hop stuff.
Yeah, it's real
very strong,
you know,
just
kick,
like
snare, and hat on that drum kit. You know, there's not a room for a lot of fills, and so it breaks it down to a real simple beat. And I think that was putting like a hip hop beat that was played on junk next to a very rustic slide guitar, just
which
was
is
like,
old blues
stuff.
And then you can just go, all right, get away from that for a second, and let's just play something super fast, which goes straight into punk rock DIY, you know, and just fuck everything. We're just gonna have fun. Hopefully this sounds good for you. We're gonna get loud for a little bit, and then go back into just like a
quiet storm.
We haven't reached that yet.
We used to do that a lot. We used
I
to
know.
we used to play slow songs.
What was that? I mean, Lion Man and Nadia are kind of slowish songs, I guess.
Yeah.
Which we never
Those-
play.
We used to.
We never play.
We used to play those.
All right, we don't now though.
We used
What
to.
do I mean? That's what I say. We used to do a lot of things.
Do you want to play them?
I
now?
would love to.
What a
Yeah,
liar.